Hey guys, and welcome back to a Let's Play of the Lost World Jurassic Park. I am your host here, Tyrant King 10. From where we last left off, we completed the Velociraptor. And here's the level password to get into our next character, as well as the gallery password for the Velociraptor. And now we go on to probably my favorite character of the game. Oh, and trust me, I am going to have a lot of fun. Now, we play as Mother Nature's ultimate life form ever created and the king of the world. Say hello. Now, in our first rule of monarchy, get out of my way! Now, as the Tyrannosaurus Rex, it's mostly about left to right movement as long as with other characters, but most of the times you will be taking alternate paths more often than the other characters, just because it might actually be the way to exit the level, or for alternate paths of DNA. For the first beginning 2 levels, we're going to mostly fight Velociraptors, which do quite a bit of damage, and will appear left and right of the screen. What you want to do, always, is push the X as soon as you bite them from a low bite or a regular chomp, and eat them so you can recover the health lost. It's also very important to keep your instinct up because it also values defense, and yeah, defense is quite important. So what I'm going to do now is going to go after the DNA, and it's over here by this ash pit, which I want a little bit more help to try and do it with, although more help would have been suitable. Now, you can jump as a Tyrannosaurus over hazards, and trust me, there will be a lot of hazards in his levels. So, oh, hold on, gotta take care of this pest. Come here. Thank you for the help. Now, what I did was pushing up in triangle, and he raises up his head and knocks things out, or reaches for things a little too high for his jump. And that's what you'll be mainly using to get into those places a little bit easier. Now the thing what I wanted to say was, just like that Velociraptor died, even though I was eating another one. Things will still get hurt even with eating animation or a bite. And concerning the Tyrannosaurus Rex, there are a couple sub-bosses to fight. And that's 2 Velociraptors mixed into one. Listen, you fools, you may have helped me in the past. You may have gotten me to where I am now, but you are no more than mere cattle. There's a Velociraptor chasing me, so I am going to do what I am destined to do and survive. Get out of my way. Unfortunately, though, with the head button thing, you can't just simply brush the Velociraptors away, although you'd think you can. Sometimes, though, you can jump over these guys, so it's not too bad, but don't always depend on it. Usually it's better if you try to jump at an elevation. And if you want a quicker bite, just in case that stuff ever happens, use the regular chomp instead of a low bite. The low bite will be useful for something else, and even a ducking bite will actually be much required to be done for more bosses. Excuse me, pardon me, I gotta act like Mario for a second and jump over these guys. Aftermath has been completed! Haha! And now we actually are on a level with a sub-boss. So it might be very interesting to see this. One of the many sub-bosses the Tyrannosaurus has, again I say, lag, go away! In the king's presence, there will be no lag. Roar! Munch, munch, munch. Now this level, I had actually advised don't taking any alternate paths. There is an alternate path that you can take, I think, pretty soon. I think it was that path. It actually leads to a optional mini-boss, which is the same thing you'll fight on the main path. The reason why I'm not taking that path is the DNA is actually at the very end of the level. Yeah, it's not even like out of your way. It's just randomly placed at the end of the level. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. The bad thing is that if you get hurt while trying to eat something, that happens and it takes the food right out of your mouth. That is annoying. Come here. Now I believe he's coming up soon. I think I can. Jeez, of all the velociraptors I'm meeting, this Tyrannosaurus might be growing to enormous properties. What you want to do, real quick, before you get to this section, is get rid of the velociraptors so they don't bother you as much. And then quickly get to the right so you can fight the mini-boss unhindered. Where are you? There you are, Stegosaurus. Now, the thing with Stegosaurus is that their weakness is biting their heads. Any chomp will do it, but you have to back off at least twice, or back off enough so the Stegosaurus will turn back around to see if you're still there, in which the Stegosaurus will foolishly get chomped again in the head. The thing, though, is that with this Stegosaurus in particular, if you get far away, you'll actually spawn the Velociraptors back on screen. With mini-bosses, you can actually still hurt them if you regularly chomp them, but you also get hurt in the process. And in my theory, it's not quite, oh god, come on! Oh, I wanted to bite him. Oh well, I finished him off anyways. It's not quite wise to do a 1-for-1 in exchange of things. But he was so weak that I just sacrificed a little bit of health to get rid of it. Oh, get out of my way! And now we're out of the burnt forest, the charcoaled skyscrapers of nature. The force of nature has been complete. And I suppose we can do one more level. This level is pre-hazard happy, and the only enemies in this freaking place is whatchamacallit? Mini bosses. Hot springs! Even though the king loves to go to saunas and, you know, relax the day away, he doesn't like skin bubbling hot water. If you take that path, it leads to a 1-up and I think a optional mini boss. But that's about it. What you want to do is get past these geysers as fast as you can because they will actually hurt you and continuously stun you. The thing is, though, is that if you get into a geyser, I advise you very strongly, do not jump. Please do not jump. You will find your health. I'm not kidding. It's the most damaging thing in the game. Do not jump in the geyser. Please do not. And now we encounter a Triceratops who's quite very much like the not Triceratops, the Stegosaurus, who's kind of abusable in a way that you can just continuously... excuse me, sir. Sir. I think you have a little problem with your toe, so I want to inspect it. Look, sir. See? I'm trying to help you. Look, you have a backache. This Tyrannosaurus Rex is a expert chiropractor. No, it's very abusable in the way that you can just keep hurting the Triceratops, and that's the way you're meant to do it. If the Triceratops does that and he walks away, if you try walking towards him, he will turn right back around real fast and hit you. Now, I think this is... I strongly believe... I'm trying to really remember. The Stegosaurus didn't award you with any health once you killed it, but this guy will award you with full health once you do kill him. And I don't believe the other upcoming mini-bosses do. I might be wrong, though. If you want the DNA, keep going straight. The last alternate path that goes up is the way that you want to go to exit the level. But other than that, it's just, in this level, it's just avoiding hazards and fighting Triceratopses. I think this is the last Triceratops you fight in the stage. Nom 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 nom. Next level comes up to has my favorite piece of music in the entire game. I love it so much. It's such the capitalization of what the true ultimate life form should actually really have as a musical piece. Or at least a return of the king. You know what I mean? Hey, excuse me, sir. Please, I have a neck kink. Can you sort it out? Thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do that? Oh, I didn't mean to tickle you. I'm so sorry. It actually is kind of cool how the Tyrannosaurus steps on the head of the Triceratops, pushing him down and rendering him absolutely useless. If a Tyrannosaurus actually did that, not only would the horns kind of be like, what? No clipping power? But no. But it'll also be pretty much the end of the Triceratops. But of course, we had to have the invincible rivalry of Triceratops versus Tyrannosaurus. Absolutely had to. If you remained idle, he does that anyways. But you can actually do it by yourself if you push the L2. Main problem with this bugger is that there's a geyser right as you try to jump over a hot pool of water, which I did pretty well. And see how fast that instinct is going. Dang! I killed 2 Triceratops, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex is already feeling like, okay, that's enough for me today. But I don't blame him. He's eaten like hundreds of velociraptors. Jeez. Oh, no, I'm gonna get stunned. Ow. Alright. And if we stand in a certain spot between the 2 geysers, we won't get hurt, but I kind of missed my timing. Ow. Ow. Go! Go! Ow. Ow. And we're off into the cavern! The wonderful wizard of caverns. Sulfur fields have been complete. Alright, so this is Tyrankin 10 and a Let's Play of the Lost World Jurassic Park. In the next episode, we will continue on the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, I hope each and every one of you have a great day. Question of the view is going to be in the description. Keep repeating the same things I say over and over again. That's how you get through in life. Useless. We have a problem.